Okay, I want to talk just briefly about that word I just used, tonicization, and also add another word to it, which is modulation. So what we're doing here is a tonicization. Tonicization, like I just said, means a very, very brief move out of our key. We're kind of deputizing a new key to be tonic briefly, like just for a few chords. So we're saying, okay, congratulations, A, you are now tonic. And then by the next chord, we're saying, no, okay, we're taking that back. That's tonicization. Very brief change. However, what we're starting to get into is modulation. Now, modulation is a big topic, and we're going to spend a lot of time on it, and it's kind of the majority, not the majority, but a big part of third semester music theory is modulation. And tonicization can be a part of modulation, and secondary dominants can certainly help with modulation. They are not modulation in and of themselves. In other words, if we were really going to modulate to a new key, which means we're going to transition from D major to A major, and we were going to stay in A major for a significant amount of time, that would be a modulation. And we might use secondary dominants to do it. That's a pretty good way to get there, right? Because these can help serve as what we call pivot chords. Pivot chords are just a chord that helps you get to another key. There's a little bit more to pivot chords that we'll talk about when we get deeper into modulation. But the pivot chord, or the secondary dominant can be a type of pivot chord. As you saw here, when it got us really quickly to the 5 chord. But we're not actually modulating keys yet. We're not moving to a new key. It's just tonicization, just a very brief moment in a new key. So I just wanted to make that really clear before we move on. So I think I've done that. Let's move on.